Welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 3, where we just realized we'd been shrunk and changed for the sake of maintaining the world border. As always, Goofy immediately knew what the real problem was, so we jumped into action. These Heartless were to be the target practice for my latest Keyblade. Not only does it produce powerful magic, but it allows me to decide whether or not to bring a sword to a gunfight. 'Cause it's also a gun. 2 guns, with homing ammo. Practically cheating at this point, right? I inevitably chose to end the fight using the most reliable method of teacup violence. What do they even do at this point? Having dealt with the immediate threat, we were approached by sentient nostalgia. I mean toys. One of them immediately recognized me as his favorite non-existent celebrity, securing my position as the most popular person in the room. So popular that I was also deemed a threat by the local space ranger.
Stay back.
Followed by hugs. The sheriff tried to call off the excited fanboy, but his inner gamer seemed to have clouded his judgment, an issue I'll surely never have to deal with again. Wait, that laser's real? Did Buzz just bring a laser to a gun sword fight? That's cheating! Anyway, the sheriff complimented me on my teacup tactics, and we explained how we'd done the same tactic thousands of times at this point.
I knew it!
After learning how effectively I could beat things up, I was deemed acceptable by the lawman since violence seems to be legal in this town. He introduced himself, and as I attempted to reciprocate,
Yuzora!
No one knows how to deal with fan gamers. Unless you're a fan of this video. I make videos every week with tips for various games and various game-related observations I find humorous. If you'd like to see more, make sure to subscribe to see when my videos go live. Having successfully introduced ourselves to each other, we began discussing.
I'm your biggest fan. I've been playing your game for months now. I've already gotten you all the way up to level 40. Slinky and I can't figure out how the others were here. They'd be so happy.
The curse of popularity is strong with this one. Thankfully, the local militia showed up and gave me the respect I deserve, but our exchange was swiftly interrupted by Donald's latest near-death experience. The welcoming committee here sure is aggressive.
Welcome.
Ever the diligent one, Buzz wisely began to ask questions no one else wanted to. I mean, he's not wrong to interrogate us. We are technically violent trespassers in his home. I didn't answer his questions, and Woody only cares about the fact that his current intruders removed the previous intruders.
No need to interrogate him.
Yeah, Buzz.
Woody's right.
And with that, the only sensible man in the room was silenced. Seizing the opportunity, I asked about when the less dangerous intruders had arrived. Turns out, the arrival of the Heartless also seems to have caused their friends to disappear alongside the native giant population who had long assumed ownership over the smaller intelligent creatures. Did I just turn Toy Story into a D&D campaign? We decided to help them find their friends and asked if anything else had happened.
There's one thing.
One big thing.
Huge, sir. What thing?
Of course. The Heartless had been brought by a stereotypical Kingdom Hearts villain character, which made me wonder if we should put a warning out for anybody who likes to wear black hoods. And since black hoods are signifiers for the next major story beat, we asked them to let us handle the issue. Woody wouldn't allow us to go alone since he had to find his friends, so our party grew about 4 sizes that day. Sarge already knew where we needed to go. The local toy store, which takes on a whole new meaning if they really are all sentient beings who are being boxed up and sold. Toy Story is the darkest timeline. Woody led the way, and finally we headed out.
Not so fast, cowboy.
How long is this cinematic? We've waited long enough.
Of course.
Awesome! I'll be right with you. Soon as I raid the surrounding area of all of its valuables, after my romp through the room, we were finally on our way and moved onto the roof. Of course, there are Heartless everywhere, but what else is new? We swiftly dealt with them and took to the walls. Game's gonna let me wall run giant house? Then wall run I shall. I dove down to clear out the Heartless that were flooding the driveway. Then we moved on to take the street, after playing on this trampoline and vandalizing this toolbox for more stuff. You know, I've heard of street warfare, but I'm not sure this is what they meant. I showcased my budding skill as a magic gunman, then finally had to pick a direction to head towards Galaxy Toys. Being incredibly small, I anticipated an incredibly long journey, and we're here. Nice. We'd finally made it to the location that Sargent mentioned, and based off the progression of this story so far, that means that any second now...
I can make it move for you.
Huh?
Yep, there it is. Wait, isn't that...
You're from the dream! The first of the Xehanorts!
I'm so honored you remember me.
Okay, we go on 3. 1, 2...
Wait!
What are you doing? Who are those guys?